Pollination is an integral part of many ecosystems. Without it, the natural and agricultural world would be greatly impoverished. Bees are responsible for pollinating every third bite of food that we eat, as well as sustaining the planet's ecosystems. Even though bees play a critical role in our survival, we do not recognize their worth. For thousands of years, people have been attracted to gemstones and precious metals, simply for their beauty and shine. Despite only playing a social role, these virtually useless stones have been highly valued by people. What if I told you that the most valuable jewel in the tropics is not a stone? What if I told you that this jewel was responsible for pollinating thousands of plants from the forest floor to the cloud forest canopy? Meet the orchid bee.
My love must be a kind of blind love. I can't see anyone but you. Shabam, shabam. Shabam, shabam. Shabam, shabam. Shabam, shabam. Are the stars out tonight? I don't know if it's cloudy or bright. I only have eyes for you.
Euglossine bees are called orchid bees due to their complex relationship with plants in the family Orchidaceae. Having co-evolved with orchids, they have developed many unique morphological characteristics. Male orchid bees are stingless and only visit orchids to collect special scents and nectar. These males collect floral scents and make a bouquet to court and convince females to mate with them. Euglossines have astoundingly long tongues. In some species, like this Euglossa imperialis, these tongues are longer than their bodies. When not in use, their tongue remains tucked up closely underneath them. Orchid bees have heightened visual capabilities. They have 2 large compound eyes used for detecting movement, as well as 3 small simple eyes on the top of their head called ocelli that discern light intensity. The hind tibia on their back legs are tufted and have a compartment used for pollen storage in females and scent collection in males. The unique tibial tufts are one of the features that allow us to tell apart species. With a heightened olfactory ability, they are able to detect floral scents from long distances, surpassing tens of kilometers. Unlike many bees in the family Apidae, orchid bees are not eusocial. Males are solitary and do not build nests. Sometimes they roost together and use their mandibles to hang onto the underside of leaves. Deforestation is detrimental to orchid bee populations. Forest is continuously converted to agricultural areas and land use that's good for humans and inimical to bees. This conversion greatly reduces biodiversity, including the plants and families that are vital for orchid bee survival. As orchid bee habitat is increasingly fragmented, orchid bee populations are isolated. The more isolated a population is, the greater the reduction in its genetic diversity. With less genetic diversity, populations are less able to adapt to changing environments. Tropical ecosystems are some of the most biodiverse and interconnected. As an orchid bee lover says, you lose the orchid, you lose the nectar source. You lose the nectar source, you lose the bee. You lose the bee, you lose the orchid. as very few species of Euglossine bees will cross open areas readily, mass expanses of agro-ecoscapes are horrible for bee populations. Windbreaks do not provide sufficient tree cover to connect bee populations and thereby support gene flow. However, while specific orchid bee populations might become reduced, habitat restoration and the eventual regrowth of secondary forest has proved to be suitable habitat for many species of orchid bees.
Could this be magic, my dear? My heart's all aglow. Could this be magic, loving you so? Could this be magic, my dear, having your love? My prayers were answered.
Arthropods, including euglossines, have an exoskeleton composed of chitin, which are building blocks made of complex sugars. This compound is stacked to form extremely thin, colorless scales. But when layered in just the right manner, as we see in orchid bees, these scales reflect white light, creating a rainbow of colored, shiny, metallic hues. The same individual euglossine bee can appear to be different colors depending on the incident light, ranging from blues to greens to bronze to red. This chemical composition is responsible for their jewel-like appearance.
Could this be magic? Then magic is mine.
As orchid bees are endemic to the neotropics and are critically important pollinators, their conservation is vital to the continued survival and dynamics of the cloud forests and all that is connected to them. We need to know more about these bees, and we need to be more mindful of our impact on their habitat. The more we learn about these bees, the more we will conserve them, and thereby prevent them from becoming a rare gem.